All right, so good evening, good afternoon, wherever you're at. We're going to go ahead and take a look at this open here for the start of June or the week of June 22nd, all the way through the 26th, the 22nd through the 26th. We're going to take a look real quick before we get started at the week ahead on the Forex Factory. Again, if you're on TikTok, tap your screen, turn your screen sideways, all that other good stuff. QQ cut me with the bear trap, and it cost me $1,600. I did short, so I don't know if you guys those remember me talking about about going short in the market, dude. I can't keep getting away with this shit. I'm gonna be a multi-millionaire, I swear to God, very soon. Anyway, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, not filled, but Tuesday, flash manufacturing, flash services. Thursday, core PCE price index, final GDP price index, unemployment claims, and then consumer sentiment and inflation expectations for the University of Michigan on Friday. So thank you, Sammy. I appreciate you, brother. Um, Now, that being said, not super eventful. Of course, Trump is our fucking president, so that's likely to bring some level of volatility. And of course, the conflict in the Middle East, the unresolved Strait of Hormuz. Um, this, of course, last Thursday, excuse me, Thursday, I talked about my short speculation. I did speculate on the short going into the weekend. I figured with all the empty space and inability to go and clear that overhead high, that there was a good chance that we might end up seeing a reversal. How are we running out of oil? Well, the Strait of Hormuz obviously affecting other things. We've tapped in to our reserves. Tankers that carry massive amounts of oil move at the rate that you ride your bicycle. So it takes a while. It's like a delayed thing. Anyway, that being said, we did end up pulling back here. Not a whole bunch, not a huge amount, but I am again looking at the potential. Well, let's just go ahead and start here. We are opening up in motherfucking range. That is it. Period. End of story. We are in range. However, on the 4 hour, starting to sink into levels. So as we look tomorrow morning, which right now, unless you're trading futures, this is really none of my concern, right? It's actually just now hit a small bounce level that I had on the lower time frame. But with that being said, if we're underneath that level right there, if we're underneath that sell level, that 35, then we could be looking at a potential leg down. My thought process was there was a potential channel here, and we could be seeing price move back down to that 30K flat. So the U.S. military uses like 30K barrels a day. Oh yeah, it's just absolutely diabolical. So anyway, NQ is moving down as we speak. It is still in range. I want to emphasize that, and this short was taken off of bias. It's not derived from the Potter box strategy, but more my understanding of how empty space gets filled up within my strategy. And so if you did swing short, by the way, again, another example of being able to look at how price action lines up, focus on the chart, not focus on the news. And it looks like if everything holds up as it is, if we keep dumping, we could actually be looking at some really nice gains to start the week up. What the fuck is going on here? Oh, hell nah, dude. I'm getting fucking bans already. Unoriginal or repurposed content. Swear to God, dude. I'm about to switch over to my other profile. If you guys aren't following, where'd you go? This profile right here. Make sure you follow that. That's my other profile that I kept getting banned on. So I might, if I get another ban, I'm gonna hop off of this one, and we'll go from there. Anyway, ES is going to be opening up with that same diagnosis. We are legging down. We are still in range. I would be focused on that 24-hour candle at 75.12. If we lose that, we could be talking some real downside. And I'm going to leave it at that. Again, there's no need for me to elaborate any further on something that we don't or can't really touch on until the morning. Now RTY, which I don't know if anybody really traded this one, but it was up at the highs after filling all of that empty space, looking stupid heavy right now. I'm not going to lie to you, with some very I don't know what that was. Oh shit. Bounced right off my little 3-minute box right there. Um, Anyway, that shit just fucking dumped right when I said that. I do believe that this one could, especially if we break this 2970 level, could see some significant pullback here, but we are leaving tasty empty space to the upside. So again, we'll brush over that as we get into the morning. But of course, I'm here to start looking for potential watch list stocks if we are legging down. I'm going to start this week um re, with the same are you serious? Appeal not approved. All right, we'll give this 5 more minutes, and I'm going to switch that profile. So again, Potter Stocks PBS with a watermelon. Anyway, I want to go ahead and point that last week we saw the Qs move up or NQ move up over the weekend, but Meta, Nvidia, all these other tech stocks did not. So if you see that your tech stock and we did not dump, there we go. That might be a thing to add to the watch list. So how do you go about creating a watch list? What are you looking to see for tomorrow? So most of what I'm going to do tomorrow is based off of where the open is actually at. Now I already took the short position. So if you didn't, this is going to be a relatively short. Again, I don't want to go too far because we really haven't lost that much. But if we did end up breaking down and following this channel somehow and reaching that 30K level, then I would say that's more than likely a bounce trade. Bounce, retest, and then build going into the end of the day where we could see a squeeze out up into the 34 area. But anyway, with that being said, that is our ETFs going into this week. So if you guys have anything you want me to take a look at as futures come pulling back, go ahead and drop your request. Let me know where you are actually looking, and be sure to tap your screen if you guys are on TikTok. Actually, before I get started here, um, I'm gonna go ahead and take this down, and I'm gonna restart it. Okay, so everybody cool with that? Hop back on for me, and we'll just give me 30 seconds. But I'm gonna go ahead and restart the live since I caught a ban so early. Cool. All right. I'll see you guys in just a second. Alrighty. Water slamming. I could. All right. TikTok just or YouTube. Hold on 1 second here. Probably fast forward like 30 seconds. All right. Can you box up the QQQ so I can see what I'm doing wrong? I keep getting caught off sides. I mean, this is the box that you just fell out of, and then you don't have one on the 4 hour here. You would only have one if you go down here, which this just got broken. That's cost basis. And then from there actually isn't no box. There are no boxes here, just a couple floors. Hell yeah, futures. Oh, RTY. Let's see if it bounces. If you got your screen turned sideways. Did nobody swing short with me? I don't know. I swung Qs. Cool. Yeah, we'll see. By the way, dude, it's so amazing, man, to have such beautiful bounce levels. Look at the 3 minute. The only box I have right there, and that's the fucking first place we bounce. Boing, boing, boing. Absolute screamer. Yeah, hopefully not too far out. I mean, I'm not too excited. I'm gonna be honest with you, because we've had it where these targets get hit, and then they. I mean, if you look, it's still trying to maintain an uptrend. So we will see. Again, this is where I try not to react to what we're seeing now. It's cool, but big bounce right there. Actually, if I should be trading futures right now. I got my account. All right, be sure to tap your screen if you guys don't mind. I'm gonna go ahead and turn off the music for you guys, unfortunately. All right. All right. Let's go ahead. Because again, this is being recorded on YouTube. So if you guys have anything that you would like for me to take a look at, please go ahead and drop your request. I would appreciate that greatly if you told me what direction you're looking at taking it. It could be a copyright thing. I'm not really sure. Thank you, Joey. I appreciate that. Uh, These actually aren't even shades. These are blue light glasses, like specifically shaded for blue light. But they were the only options they had were pink. I swear, I could show you the website. But yeah, I know. Somebody made an AI picture with me as with Yoko Ono. I could see it. All right, let's take a look. First one to start is going to be SMCI 24-hour time frame. So we saw a really, really nice pop on this one. And of course, it's not a box. And a lot of the times, those first boxes are going to look really deceptive like that. So I want to go ahead and emphasize first off, there are no official triggers on this trade setup. There is a channel and there is a overhead resistance, and that's all you can really do. Literally, that's literally it. Um, and then from there, you'd be looking at a 35.77 reversal if you can get up there. That is where you would be, and it's it could be a potentially great setup, but I'm going to remind everybody of one thing. While it may work, I like a little bit more building, just a little bit more. So even if you could pop up, retest, and then get up there, that would be perfect. And again, if we see the market overall pulling back, we'll see. But anyway, I do like SMCI if it can reverse back up into that empty space. And I was even talking to a friend of mine too. While that weekly candle is not really good, could be another one to look for when if it's back up above $35. So what time do I usually start my screen or my streams? Usually six o'clock, 6:30, but it's Father's Day. I had a little adult juice boxes, if you know what I mean. It's an inhaler. Forgot where I was for a second. All right, anyway, let's curious about what about those charts? MU has earnings this week likely to trend up. Some beatboxes from the gas station. Yeah. Wait, what? Is MU? I don't know. It doesn't interest me because I would never risk that much on an earnings trade. So like just right off the rip, no. I see 12.50. Thank you guys. I appreciate that. Thank you. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there who are doing the right thing. Cheers. All right. Did you get into snow? Did you get to snow 24-hour candles sitting on our level to the downside? It is. So this is going to be another potential gap down situation with the market overhead. But yes, I think as long as we're maintaining underneath 235, I think we're okay. But we'll see how this goes. Again, it did pull itself up considerably, but oh, hell yeah, Cam. Hell yeah, Cam. Welcome to the discount. Happy Father's Day to the fatherless who had to be our own father. Yeah, I thought about that today. I taught myself how to do everything. So happy if, and then also just trying to make sure that your kids don't ever have to experience that kind of stuff. If you're doing that kind of stuff, man, we could have a whole speech about it, but you already know what time it is. Give yourself a pat on the back because you don't get it very often, but it's well deserved. All right, so I just put it up. Bro, I just put in another 3K to run it back. I'm still not over losing 80K in 2 days. Josh, you're probably going to do that again if you don't feel like you are confident in a strategy, man. I'm just being 100% real with you. You're going to blow that 3K and you're going to be right back here, either A, trying to make sure you have the strat. I'm not saying that you're going to lose. I'm just saying the inevitable outcome without a strategy, well, yeah, is that you will lose. So in order to make sure that doesn't happen, slow down. $100, $200 to test the theory out, to try to understand how this strategy works, and then you can employ that capital. Because I've seen people with $100 make 3K. I've seen people with $500 make 10K. So how long is the discount up? Till 12 o'clock, whatever. All right. What's next? What do we got? AVGO to the upside. Floor. So you tapped the floor here, and again with the market pulling back. And the way that we're going to look at this is because it did get punched through. It's really just going to be a focus on this range, right? So if you were to lose that 406, that would be bad news. On the 2 hour, this goes higher. That's 424. On the hourly, that stays right about 423.75. So that is the break. But officially, I would like to see that. Oh, let's bring that down. 413.80. No more Discord? Yeah, I got a Discord. Oh, cool cat. Fuck that. Sure you did, bud? Oh, dude, don't even try me. I know there's a ton of people in this Discord or in this live right now who have made biggity bags. Actually, Caesar just ran $100 up to fucking $1,200. Easy money. That's I yeah. All right. Anyway, what do we got? AAOI. Yeah, Aaron, you already know what time it is, dude. I did. I'm right here. Yeah, there you go. I mean, we ain't got shit. Listen, guys. Listen. I have nothing to prove to nobody anymore. Like nobody. I have nothing to prove to because like at this point now, it's just it's we're not gonna try to make sure that people know who the fuck we are. They're just gonna have to find out, or it's gonna be too late. Straight up, because this is where the fuck it's at, man. Anyway, weekly. First of all, you're gonna have it. You might have a tough time with this one unless it can break down. You are dealing with multiple wicks getting pulled back underneath that 194 area on the weekly. Lots of overhead rejections, and you did actually lose your floor. It looks like on the 4 hour. So I would say right now you're probably going to be looking at minimum of 156, but it could be that 153.75 floor to get a bigger dump started. But this thing is a little bit difficult. Oof, yeah, 148.65. How can you join the Discord? It's the website. Exactly. We are the 1% of yeah. You either love money or you don't. And dude, I'm just gonna say this right now. I plan on this Discord because I'm gonna this week especially, we're gonna really try to buckle down with some of the newer people and stuff and try to get you guys to speak up and talk. Um, but man, this I I'm trying to I'm trying to get everybody to start talking because I think the more people that talk, the better this is going to get, and the more that new people are going to have a faster track to being able to be successful doing this. So, if you're a shy guy, create a character in your mind, dude. Role play. I don't know. Whatever you got to do, bro. Don't let shyness be the reason for brokenness. I'm gonna be straight up with you, dude. You can't be reserved when it comes to going after things in life. You know, some things be quiet. I mean, I stay low key about a whole lot of shit. Straight up, I don't talk a lot when I'm out in public unless I know somebody. Like I'm not all over the place, but like yeah. What's my win rate? Oh, don't fall for win rates, brother. You're gonna end up being a good customer. Win rates are just a great marketing thing. I know people who have 40% win rates and they are pulling more money out than people who have 80 to 90% win rates because the risk to reward is where it's actually at. I want to know what the fuck your risk to reward is because that's ultimately the deciding factor. Got to think about it. Ain't no more monthly membership? No. No. I'm gonna be honest with you. This shit looks like it's gonna dump. I would be looking at 136.68. All right, what else do we got? Meta. So as a hedge for the speculative Q puts that I got meta calls, and would that be a bitch if they both worked? But that being said, we'll see. It is going to be above Friday's high and above 580 that we get a real opportunity to go squeeze up in that empty space. I like it, you like it, but we're going to see where we open up. If we gap down, honestly, this could be a gap fill rip. So we'll see. Looking forward to starting with the team, and I will speak up. We got more ladies speaking up in the chat, which honestly makes me really happy because ladies are just way smarter. And at least when it comes to the emotional part too, they're better traders. They're better traders. All right. Let's see here. Netflix to the upside. Listen, that one's easy money because all you got to do is go look at where it broke down from, right? Where did you look? It's 78.60. So I would set an alert. I have one set there as well. But we're going to be looking, basically on the 1 hour time frame as well for a candle close back on top of 77.75 to get that started. I have a lot of questions. Appreciate if we can have a live Q&A in the Discord. Um, yeah, we'll go through we'll probably have a Q and A or something. I had one in the last Thursday as well. All right, what do we got? I win 100, then lose 200, then win 50, then lose 500, feeling fucking lost. What is it? Effing lost the last 3 years in. Scenic route. How long have you been following me? How long have you been? Those of you guys who are everybody in here right now, tell me how long you've been following me. I just want to know. Because here's one thing that I know about a lot of new people is they get mad and patient. Like they learn they take the workshop and then immediately they're like, "Oh, I don't get it yet. Why do I not get it?" You have to use the tools that I give you. But just curious. 4 months changed my life. 2 years, 2 days. 8 months, 2 weeks, 1 year, year, new, 4 months, 5 years, 1 year, 3 year, around a year, 5 months, 3 to 4 months, 5 years, 2025, tomorrow. What the fuck? This has been my life for the last 4 months. Let's go. That's amazing. Probably since the beginning. I don't know about that. Oh, the beginning of last profile for sure. First time seeing you. First time seeing you. That was weird. Anyway, 2 hours. Oh, Supri, get the fuck out of here. 1 hour since March, 2 years, 96 seconds. That's what my wife said. 67 hours. All right, sorry. I just can't. That's actually it's a STEM thing. It's been 84 years for centuries. How do you do in the Discord or some of my website? I've been in your attic for 2 years. Can you please get rid of the squirrels that moved in recently? A few months I purchased the workshop and live, missing something to stay. Wait, what is that? I learned a lot, just missing something. To stay consistent. Got you. Dude. I could probably guess it's probably intervals, the time in which you trade in between success. Following you in person or online. All right, watching you for over a year, but just joined last month. Oh fuck yeah, followed you since I saw you tell Jay Shinebacks me daddy. Yeah, 4 Potter accounts ago. Whew. Put bros in Potter's Discord. You trade or swing trade? I swing trade, but I day trade every once in a while. We nailed it. We last week was disgusting. I'm gonna be honest with you. I had a couple of really good ETFs trade. Patience is what I need to learn. You know, I I'm gonna say this, and we're gonna keep going with request. But there's one thing that remember how I told you guys you got to act like you've been here before? And I mean it act. Like it may not be how you feel, but it needs to be how you act. Like the thirst and like boredom that comes with like, if we're not trading, what the fuck are we doing? Those are people who are justifying their thirstiness, their greediness. If you less is more, the less you have, the less you have to show up. If you have little money, you take big leaps forward, you pause, you zoom out, you make a new watch list, and you attack with less capital than you started last time, or with less capital than you pull that money out or set that money aside and you stay within that same risk. But that might mean, especially if you're in a small account, that you're showing up twice a week. What is a rich person doing? Extremely wealthy trader, they're not showing up every day. Mark Minervini, a lot of these pros, the people who already did it, simplicity, and then actual time in the market, exposure. The more you expose yourself to the grinder, the higher the chances you're going to get grinded. So you attack when you see the perfect opportunities, and you do it with good capital, good risk, but you hit while the hammer's hot, you hold while the opportunity's there, and you back the fuck off. So I mean, like the last rip that we just saw on the Qs, or the next dump that we see on the ETFs, it's going to be big and it's going to stop. And so are you. You're going to also stop. Just because you see every single one of your trading peers on the internet trading every day doesn't mean that you're going to be like everybody else, because there's a reason why we're different. There's a reason why there are people in my Discord who send me not messages to ask me for requests, but messages of where they're at in the world, because they are trading in these pockets, in these intervals. The market is not something that you're going to be able to take advantage of every day unless you have control. Why do institutions and Walmart Wall Street show up every day? Because they have the capital. The more capital you have, the more time and risk you can expose yourself to. The less you have, the less you should expose yourself to it. So make a little bag, step the fuck back. Make a bag, step the fuck back. It's gonna be and then you go look at this shit blows my motherfucking mind. It's got me. I'm about to switch glasses, dude. Professor, listen, listen. The market, the QQQ, the SPY, the IWM runs in 2 to 3 day intervals. Yeah, we're full Potter mode right now, but typically it's 2 to 3 days of expansion, right? And then we have consolidation, where trading conditions get tough. Take advantage of the rip and get the fuck out and wait for the next move. If you could do that, you would expose yourself to less. You would become more patient. Inevitably, you would become more patient. So, I'm somebody clip that. Ivy or Alex, if you watch this back, I clipped it. I don't know if that's gonna make it. But that being said, that is, if I was to go back and tell myself what to do, I can't tell you guys what to do. But if I could go tell myself immediately at the start, swing, less is more, and in intervals, in waves. Just, I mean, we talk about these waves in the market. So anyway, bro had to turn off full wet drive. Anyway, we're vibing. All right, we're back. We're chill. I own 25 different stocks. I'm thinking about picking up my favorite 10. It's never a bad time to go and siphon through what you own and look at the opportunities. Holy shit, did RTY just bounce off of cost basis, by the way, on the 3-minute time frame? If you guys go look over there to your left, beautifully, pinpoint accuracy. And then you have this overhead structure that you're about to try to go and grab, maybe even rip through. And then you got a pocket of empty space. This inevitably could lead to the markets pulling themselves the fuck back up. So just keep that in mind. All right. Go ahead and put, I just wanted to get that off my chest because, you know, I try to make sure that, because that's probably one of the most important messages I can deliver to anybody who's trading, is be different than everybody else. Everybody shows up every day. Greedy pigs get slaughtered. Be different. So fight it. Find something else to do. I don't care if you're gooning for 6 hours straight. As long as you're not exposing yourself to the market and just to yourself, that's fine. All right. Anyway, go ahead and drop your request. What are we looking at? Google to the upside. Google. Michael Google. Where's the bottom one? There we go. Well, all right, everybody. What's good? What's good about what we see in front of us right now? And I want those of you guys who are new to answer this. What did I just explain previously? Right? Through contraction comes expansion, right? Not only that, it does have empty space to the upside, right? It's breathing. There you go. The market is breathing in and it's about to possibly breathe out. By the way, there was just a punchback on RTY. There's the strategy employed on the 3-minute, by the way. I don't know if any of you guys trade futures, but that was disgusting. Stop loss for me would be set at cost basis, but empty space technically ends right there at 95.8. If it gets above that, could be looking at a full fucking reversal. Is there news? Or if they drop news right after that, that would cost basis was hit. Sorry. So anyway, going back to Google, um, here's what I see. So starting with the 24-hour time frame. So if you guys are new, I'm going to teach you something about my strategy while I do analysis. One of the things that I do is top-down analysis. That way I have an idea of what exactly the higher time frame price targets are, because the higher time frame has higher precedence. Therefore, I start with the higher time frame using simplicity. I'm just looking to mark out simple levels that price is tapping off, points of contact. So we can say on the weekly that it's over 376.11. Simple. There's a gap at 380 and maybe wick points of contact at 382.69. I go to the 24-hour, right? And there's that 376 I was just talking about. But more importantly, we have more points of contact at 373. So we could come to the conclusion right now that 373 would be the place where we could look for Google to expand to the upside, right? We would also be looking at a target of 382 with runners up into the green candle at 387. Cost basis is the 50% mark of any area of consolidation. So any box, actually, let me show you on RTY, because literally I just called this out. If you go back and watch this on YouTube, you'll actually see me talk about this bouncing exactly off a cost basis, building, filling up the empty space, reclaiming the floor, and right at this 50% mark of this area of consolidation is where the majority of this volume lies. If what's above that box is empty space, you can expect a rapid an entry. Typically your entry and exit is going to be either at cost basis. See, that's the beautiful thing about a box, is you can, as the candle closes on the floor, you can actually look to take that and use that floor as a stop loss. That's really a solid stop. Cost basis is a guarantee, and typically price will pick up in speed. So you can use that. You just want to make sure that you're close to that as far as mechanical stop losses go. Right now, by the way, you would look to your left, folks, and you would look at that first green candle. That price, that's what. So if you pull back, that's going to be one of the first places that you bounce, because that's one of the first places you had to grab hold of, right? So we'll see if price bounces off that. Anyway, at the 50% mark, when that is broken, this is where price, even if it popped up and retested, this is where price typically will bounce. Buyers are interested in keeping price above that mark, that 92.80. So this is typically a good entry. And again, you're targeting the majority of that empty space. So, all right. Anyway, moving on. Google, 4-hour time frame. So we can already come to the conclusion that there's definitely going to be a box. What does that mean for me? That means that I don't have to work so hard, right? Again, leaving the higher time frame alone, that's fine. Floor, 370. Psychological number, we also have the overhead at 370.250, right? Above 370.250, that's where we're looking for that continuation to the upside. And it actually has what most people would consider to be an inverse head and shoulders. Now, I fucking hate patterns, and I do not use the majority of them because they have been back tested for decades to show a negative return against the S&P, which it's not that hard to beat if you have some fucking idea of what you're looking at. Um, that being said, I would say very confidently for myself that Google, with a candle close on the 4-hour above three, again, first green candle to my left over here, that is where you could see the expansion in price up to 370. But I cannot call for continuation until 370.250 is broken. And then at that point, you can look for your trade to play out to that 381. They get blickies popping, and 385. I learned a lot. Don't rely on the skeleton of a box. Yeah, you don't want to rely on it. It's useful if price moves quickly through a box, but once there's new structure built around it, you leave it alone. I'm glad that helped. We need to have a big charting party inside of the Discord. Loss, are you streaming my? This guy just doesn't want me to become TikTok famous. Loss doesn't want me to become TikTok famous, dude. Actually, I don't want me to become TikTok famous because this is my 5th profile. I was just looking at my pictures, and I saw my page that had 180,000 followers. All right. What else do we have? Thoughts on Amazon? That one's actually building up a nice little area of consolidation. Now, can I give you guys? I just had a Jimmy Neutron moment really quickly. I believe that what we're going to see likely in the next coming months is, especially possibly with this conflict not ending, is that, again, I'm not going to go too far. This is a prediction, and predictions again are not, I'm not ever tied to them. But I could see price actually popping out and then punching down and going down into the 219s. But I know, Jack. I'm just fucking with loss. You're good. You're good. It's all good. If you guys do that, it's totally fine. I just like teasing them. Anyway, 4-hour guys. This is really, guys. Oh, the chart is telling you what it wants, right? 245.50 is the psychological number and floor directly up above you that must be reclaimed before you go up. So wait for it. That's it. Punch back over 247, and then you can look at that pocket of empty space to 258. There's lots of empty space up there. But I'm going to be honest with you, it does look like there is some more compression that could happen here for show. But anyway, that's it. Holy shit, it's John Stamos. Yeah. Why is he yelling at us? I'm just getting a little fucking, just want to fucking, I'm sure he's going to ask when he mentioned this, possibly realizing I've been losing because I've literally been taking the opposite position of your strategy. That's not good. Jesus, he's possessed by Elton. No, I'm not. Ah! No, Don't clip that. Bearish bets are building against the semiconductor sector as higher interest rates expected, stretch valuations, rising competition. Give it to me. I swung puts, so he's asking for a ban at this point. Don't worry about it. Just go to sleep, TikTok. Have a sip. Have a little sip. There's nothing in it, I promise. Just take a sip. That's right. You're not getting sleepy, are you? I'm sorry. Got autism. All right. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Not funny. All right. Let's see. Did I go over AVGO? No, I didn't. He said, "Don't touch me." Careful with this one, but this is like the skeleton again of that box. You need to still reclaim that same floor, which is going to be probably represent. Yeah, we did go over this one. It'll be on YouTube. It's going to be that over 425. So where do you place your alerts on a box? Because I've been getting false alerts, then having to reset alerts, cost basis or the floor. I don't want it to be at the very top. I've been entering like short at the top and the bottom of the boxes. Oh my God. See, Nick, bro. Yeah. Yeah, let's not do that. All right. Salesforce. What did I say? I got $50 for somebody to find this CRM clip. Brother, I said this was gonna go short. Somebody was asking me about it long. I said, I don't know if I would because it technically is punched down. So we are promised a new low. I missed this fucking trade. Fuck. Damn. Yeah, 147. It could be a great bounce trade. I mean, as you near some of these heavier areas, but wow. Damn. You said it looked like it was going to go down. I know I did. I know. Is it bleeping me? Is it still bleeping me? You know, it's bleeped me so much that it's actually threatened to take it away. No more bleeps. I need to get that AI thing that guy sent me. It's up and running. So great. I don't see no video. All right, come on. Let's see. Other than this one again, and you're just looking for a bounce, go to lower time frame. I would be looking at the I would be looking at the hourly, and looking for areas that need to be reclaimed like that, like 155. So, all right, what else do we got? Celsius, man. Yeah, I actually have Celsius equity, which just a tad bit red. But I did buy some Celsius equity. I still really like this one with a good expiration. Still has a nice runway directly up in front of it. And of course, over 3367, I'm kind of expecting the world. You know, I want Aladdin to put me on his magic carpet and take me so I can take Jafar's money sack over around $41. So yeah, I do like Celsius. It has a couple more triggers to complete, but so far retest off of 2950 is keeping us nice and safe. Anything underneath that, and I'm smashing my Celsius. Spoons and forks. Oh brother, this guy stinks. eBay up. You know, if eBay couldn't keep business anymore, they could start an online AI girlfriend website. They wouldn't have to change brands. Get it? I'm sorry. Because eBay. I'm sorry. All right, never mind. Let's just go ahead and log off. All right. You can be manager. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. You thought of that pretty quickly, my guy. F8 after that joke. Hold on, though. I'm about to slap the bid. We're about to have a bid war. Holy shit. Okay. Hold on. eBay. Oh, my God. Damn. This is the equivalent of putting lingerie on a stock. The consolidation is key. What a fucking mess, though. Okay, so you don't have a whole lot of heaviness up there. I mean, fuck that. I would rather just drop that right there. And then you've got, what, this overhead high here. So it's a confusing setup, I'm going to be honest with you. And it doesn't really show... Okay, so it's trying to keep a close... So anything above 107 is kosher. But 107, yeah, 107 hold, good. But outside of 111, I think you have a good trade up to 114. This actually looks pretty good for what could be a swing into a day trade. But it looks pretty good. I'm not going to lie to you. I mean, downside could be juicy too, but it's got the what I really like about it is the consolidation. That's key. And I think if you were to take it short, or if we did see that actually trigger, it'd be 99 or $100 down. Rule 2, don't trade eBay. Is that your rule? Fuck. Is now rebounding? I think I already went off over that one. Oh, well, no, it's done nothing of this sort. You did go and hit that consolidation underneath you and pulled yourself up out of the top of that box, which is great. But more importantly, it looks like you've got 98.24, 98.50 that would have to be reclaimed for you to see any sort of reversal to the upside. So if you're, again, I wouldn't, just because you're bouncing doesn't mean that you're going to keep bouncing. You could even, I could go down here and make this a little bit easier. I would go to like the 15-minute. So yeah, I don't know. It's not my favorite. Thank you guys. Be sure to tap the screen. I've been here before the Alex trades debacle. I should start some beef with him again. That was fun. He threatened to sue me, and then I kept reminding him that he threatened me to sue me, and he still wouldn't. I even told him, I said, "Yo, I'll pay for half your lawyer's costs up front." Still wouldn't sue me. He crashes out so easy. It's so good. I'm toxic. Got to stop that. Got to stop. I think we all have a troll inside of us, and I'm just using mine like Batman. Alex is a baby. Yeah, he is. First person you saw this morning was Voss. I swear I have friends in real life. I'm not a dick to people. I really am not. I mean, obviously not to you guys, but you guys aren't trying to fucking steal money from people as far as I know. Better not. Boss is just hooting and hollering all the time. I've heard. Yeah. I think I started using the box and didn't understand how to use the box and ended up inversing the box. Yeah, let's not do that. SoFi above 1950. Listen, guys, I like it. Sure, 1975 actually for me, but I wouldn't take it there, dude. I fuck that. No. Why would you take it there? You would want to take it 1875 before that inevitable break to the upside. Because honestly, I don't want to take it where you can whoop whoop. You know what I mean? I'd rather take it here, and then if it whoop whoop, Then you can get out and be green. Voss is a whipsaw trader. What the fuck? A whipsaw trader? You know what? I know what he means. I actually know what he means. He means when the market builds or like whatever, pre-market, and it will whipsaw like this and then go up. That might be what he's talking about, but it's not a great strategy. It's incomplete. It's just like fucking people on here selling orb. Weed you trade stocks come New York time. Do what? How do you anticipate a whoop whoop? I don't know, man. Astral projection would probably be my first instinct. All right, drop more requests. What else? What's interesting you this week, and which direction do you think it's going to go in? That's a juicy one. We already talked about that one. It's a juicy one. And I'm going to be honest with you. You can suck that down there. Pause. 40, 84, 31. It's not broken the box. But of course, if it can go and clear that floor at 77.60, yes, it has beautiful empty space. First target of 74.75 and 72.85 directly to the downside. It's good. It's good. Blocked Voss this morning. Got tired of him yelling. I like these really consolidated ones, and I don't know why the fuck I didn't write those down. What were the consolidated? Which one? What have I gone over already? I had a couple of Father's Day. I had I had a little drinky poo, and I said, Baron, tell mommy I want some plastic milk from her. I'm sorry. I'm gonna stop. I'm keeping it together. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm proud of myself. Proud of myself. Happy Daddy's Day. Oh yeah. Circle was definitely there. I I love Circle. I love it. My my throat hurts because of the Saudi prince. I'm sorry, I can't do it right now. I'm gonna be honest with you, dude. Circle could be a juicy upside play. I might not short that one, dude. Circle up, maybe. Maybe. Again, we're not gonna be married to either side, but it's got juicy downside. But I'm gonna set an alert on it. What contracts are you looking at personally this week? To the upside, I'd probably be looking at 95s to 100s. To the upside, to the downside, my targets would be right around that 73, 72, 85. So, what you just drew trend lines, the parallel channels doesn't look like Oracle should go up from here. That's not Oracle, that's Circle. But yeah, that's Circle. That's not Oracle. Oracle had a channel which it got pulled back into, which I think it might go and tap around 169, 170. So, all right. On week swing, yeah, we just talked Meta. That's right. Meta doesn't have. Yeah, that one I swung, but that was super speculative and mad cheap. Thank you, Chris. What was that zesty ass tone? I don't know, man. NVIDIA 216 to the upside. Man, I tell you what, dude, the setup is it's okay. It's okay. If it can get a punchback and push over 212.50, I'd be looking at a target of around 215.15. Pretty simple. Yeah. It did have that I'm not gonna, it did have that channel here, but yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that because it has to be above 212. Thank you. Thank you. Think I got the joke, but need to get my mindset right now. David, that's a part of the process, man. As long as that's your goal, dude, you can make it happen. Oh, you're right. You're right. We did it. I did look at CRWV. Yeah. I think I did. Oh, well, maybe not. Holy shit. Actually, I still have a few runner contracts on this one. I rolled the some of the profits into this week's, but I think this one still has a good chance. Whether it comes down to retest, it has a 111 area to retest underneath it as well as 113, but more importantly, it still has empty space and a 125.85 target to the upside. So that dude, that's a honestly good console. I think even if you don't trade it, guys, you should put this shit on your watch list so you can watch it. Even if you're, especially if you're new, it's just good to see this. It's how you build trust in the system and how price action works. Whoa, it's so big. Hold on a second. How about new people just join the live stream? They're like, yo, what the fuck is the dude hiding in his desk? Which one is it? All right, let's see here. Tesla. Keep dropping your requests, guys, or tap your screen in between. All right, so there's a lot of stocks that I could go ahead and say they're building the boxes. Yo, check out RTY right there, real quick. Sidestep. Look at this 3 minute. Again, I'm just doing this because you can watch this back on YouTube. Look at the retest, and then now it's just filled up the last bit of that empty space right here. And so now the rest of the night is going to be dependent on price being able to get above 96.86. All right, anyway, getting back. Tesla here, 24-hour time frame. So this is okay. Again, especially if you're new here, these are the stocks that can be a little bit more difficult because they're stuck in range. And I could expect possibly more of that. Now you got a really, really good bounce on the 24-hour time frame chart, and it would be above 405 that we could get things moving. But I do believe that yeah, we talked about this as well. So step one, and this is a good place to clip this, 405 and 407 breaks. That should get price snowballing. And if you can break overhead 411, I think you have a real good chance to send this back up. Is this the Nike Tech that Maduro wore? This is his grandson's. This is his grandson's. Listen, I think Tesla could be a little tough to trade this week. I see it coming from the bottom. I see it coming from the top. Pause. Good potential to build pressure going into the end of the week, though. You said Tesla's been paying really good end of day. Okay. He loves my jacket. He loves it. I didn't give a signal. I think I did give a signal. That's crazy. All right, so let's see what else do we got. INTC down. I mean, dude, I've had a lot of people been asking me about shorting like a bunch of stocks that are like in this situation. And typically one of the biggest signs of continuation shorts is being pulled back underneath the area that you broke out from, right? False breakouts are usually what plague most people, and that's exactly what you want if you want to go short, man. So it's gonna and here's the beautiful part about it, that wick or that price right there at 131 is actually going to go ahead and be that trigger, that official trigger to the downside. So yeah, I would say, and that is going to change a little bit as you move to the lower time frame, right? So you're going to have to deal with probably like a bounce off of around 130.50, so psychological. But yeah, that's it looks good. I mean, it looks good if it can break down underneath that. But this is also a circumstance where I would love to see price pop out and then get sucked back in again. Like that would actually be a great, great, great start. second. What the fuck? Holy shit. All right. I had to move a wire. All right. Let's see what else. You said short INTC plays well for me. I short INTC. I mean, it could. Yeah. I mean, when it falls, it with the rest of tech, it sells pretty good. Let's see, Nike. Still in range, man. And it's almost just, you can kind of place a high right there. That same high of 46.35. That's that long level. And then, I mean, yeah, this one's kind of pinned up. I mean, it looks good on the lower time frame if it can go, and this is specifically the only place I see a play. If you can go ahead and get through that trigger, and then you're gonna have an individual one as well. So like, I guess that was an old box that was, or maybe even a range right here. So 46.20 to 47.05. Does investing in XRP considered a good move? I've never seen the appeal. I mean, you don't know until it happens, but I don't do crypto like that, or I don't put effort into researching crypto. I let other people do that shit. Nike also has a solid downtrend right now that could be broken. That would be a great step. So 46, I'll actually set an alert there. Where's the fucking XRP US dollar? There we go. That's crazy. I talked about I still think XRP is going to go to 90 cents, maybe even to 66. You're not going to leave that empty space behind, nor have you ever. You've never, ever in XRP's history left empty space behind, above or below, which I would also consider to be a reason why XRP, I'm sure, at minimum, gives you a retest very soon around one, or not very soon, but up at 182.33 through this weekly punchback, which you just rejected off the floor. So 130, sure, knock yourself out. But that's the 24, and on the 24-hour, if you're looking for a long, again, for confirmation of the long, that's going to be 117. How many days of SpaceX trading is necessary to start trading on your box? It's already trading with my strategy. If you go back to last week, my prediction on Sunday, so 7 days ago, was that it was going to have 3 days of consecutive rippage, or I think we were maybe what was this, Tuesday, Monday, Friday? Yeah, so I think it was, yeah, Friday. I thought 3 days usually is like in a hot IPO runtime, 1, 2, 3. And then at that point, I saw this, and I mean, again, who gives a fuck whether I perfectly narrated it because I didn't trade it? It's not made me any money, so it doesn't really fucking matter. But at the end of the day, I basically said you're going to build sideways, pull back, retest that first 175, and then at this point I could actually legitimately come to the conclusion that there could be another new high. It is of interest, especially to the investors of this. But once you establish an IPO uptrend with a lower time frame downtrend, you're typically in pretty good shape to potentially keep going up. So, you got any tips, risk mindset other than workshop and YouTube? I gave some, you know, tips earlier that I wanted people to really hear about trading. You know, I'd watch this YouTube back. If even if you're watching this right now, I'd make sure you watch the YouTube, because that's really where, you know, I talked about the time in which we spend within the market. It's like you don't have to be disciplined if you're not fucking here. You don't have to not overtrade if you're not fucking here because you don't see a setup. But that is everybody's number one problem. Every single person I've ever taught has had the same exact problem. I've never met a single person who hasn't. I think it's just a part of being human. Somebody tells you that you have an infinite resource, so you stay by near the infinite resource, just like you would build a house near a water resource, right? Same shit. But in this case, you don't this resource costs you. It's cursed. The longer you stay, the more it curses you. But the more you expose yourself to the market, guys, the fucking professionals, the people who've made it from little to a lot, myself included, but the people who have done it to a 10 times the degree that I have because they've been doing it longer, those individuals will tell you themselves the time that you spend in front of your charts and time that you don't, if you know what you're looking for, then everything else, like if what I'm showing you on SpaceX is not triggering, is not set up, is not doing what it's supposed to, then you should be setting alerts and walking the fuck away because of course you're going to be tempted. This is like laying next to a hot sexy babe, but you're married. You're suntanning, you're at a resort, but your wife's getting a massage and now this hot babe's right here, and what's the right thing to do? Walk away. Especially if she raises her sunglasses up at you. You throw your drink on her, an espresso tonic. Yeah, get out of here. I'm married. Just like that. That's what you do. Bro's reminiscing. Just giving an example. That's never happened to me. All right. Anyway, follow Maggie turned 3K into 100 million trading stocks. JP McGee, exactly. But I guarantee you he'll have the same advice. Thinking about the nah, bro. Is Chewy still swinga? Is it still a swinga? You know what? It is a swinga because it's fucking unfaithful. It does punch down though. I tell you what, that thing loves a good punch down. But as of right now, there is no upside until 1865, my brother. You got to get back up over yonder, as they say down here, or AKA start with recovering that floor or that one. Throwing your drink at her might make her look hotter. Not if it's an espresso tonic. Right in the eyes. You know what? A margarita. That's never. Tequila burns, brother. And then you smash the glass and you say, stay back. I'll stay back. Don't come near me. And then you go to jail. People are like, there's a madman. Salty margarita for the. It's not assault. That's the terroristic threats, actually. Trust me. Wait, I didn't mean to say trust me like it did happen. Now it's starting to sound real. It never happened. None of this. I just made all that up. That was just an analogy. Make it burn. That's right. What are my box settings? What do you mean? I'll show you what it is. There you go. Screenshot that if you have to. Your lawyer's tweaking right now. I did get a couple text messages just a second ago. Wonder what I done. M and Q fucking with people. Why would they trade it in range, brother? After the first impulsive move, of course it is. Or would you get in on SpaceX tomorrow? Where would I get in? Ah, wish Ivy wouldn't have fucking gotten in on this one though. Okay, so actually SpaceX did pop up, did fill the empty space. Actually, this happened. You can go watch this on Thursday. Go watch my live on Thursday. I actually play by play. Doesn't fucking matter. Again, but if I was to be looking to get in, for surety, I would want 190 to have been recovered, and then continuation to the upside lies above 194.37. All right, what else do we got, guys? USO moving up. Well, if you grabbed any calls on the oil, which I know a couple of you guys asked me about that one, yeah, I do actually think this one's liable to gap up, and more than likely 126 is actually a target I'm looking at. Might be a good idea to write that down. All right. My children just stealing my parents. All right, what else do we got? OKTA. It's got great consolidation, great wick underneath you. Great. I love that. That is actually one of my favorite wicks in the whole world. Pause. But it does help with the potential, and I think this is going to be lower time frame, a little bit higher, probably on the hourly. Yeah, just like that. So you're up against cost basis outside and over today, or Thursday's high 119.50. You're going to be looking at a 120, and honestly, this thing's it looks bitchin'. It does look good. Great channel, great build. So I'd be looking at that 127 target first, and then obviously be looking for a breakout beyond that. So what time frame do I use? Everything is based off of the highest time frame, or off of the higher time frame, which is the 24-hour time frame. But then from there, it's top down. So I'm looking basically almost from 24-hour to 4 to 1 to 30 to 15, and then tomorrow morning I'll go through the lower time frame to find an entry if needed. If needed. Potter linen is the best Potter. What about OG, dude? What about this one? This one might do your taxes. This one might put raisins in your potato salad. You know what I'm saying? This one might wear his pants above his hips. You never know. This one just wants to watch a movie. Don't trust this one with your drink, Nick. That's crazy. Look at the camera a few seconds longer. All right, brother. Can't delete that, can you, brother? Can you, brother? Can't delete that, can you, brother? Can't delete that. We're going to leave that on that chart, too. So we can come back to that. Raisins go in coleslaw, not potato salad. You haven't met the level of Caucasianness that I have. I've seen raisins in places they don't belong. Anyway, Rocket Lab to the downside. Yo, I'm seeing a lot of the beginning of a lot of really good consolidation. This is the kind of shit we want to see before a break. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think this one is going to give up so soon. And with that wick underneath you, that's an upside play. That's got to be an upside play. Pop over fucking 105, 108.33, clear the 117. That's a great trade up to 118.60. that could be a good day trade. I don't hate that one at all. Fuck that. I'll dump. I'll I'll dump. I'll dump. What are my top 5 stocks? Like just all time or like right now? Like for this week? Do you have a pronoun with those glasses? Money. Great financials decisions. Good credit. Uh, with these glasses on? Now with these glasses on, brother, we're rolling up. No, yeah. All right. 50 feet away from the school. Do all wicks matter? That sounds racially charged. Yes. No. 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 Not all wicks matter. I'm saying that in reference to wicks only. Um, even my son is digging the look. Oh God, don't let your children watch me. I feel guilty. All right, Regatti. Not bad. Looking naughty. Finna get naughty with Regatti. All right, let's see here. Ooh, I would undress at 2150, kiss at 22, and then the story ends at 2260. But then I'd say, hold on, let me come back to bed and maybe look at that running up into the top of that range. All right. It was an accident, I promise. You can. Ah! What? Brother. I almost said it. Lord have mercy. All right, keep it pushing, guys. Sorry. I have fun while I do this shit. Brock, can you give me an explanation about how to find the putter box? You're looking for a price going sideways. Typically is always going to be the first part of that. Now, within the putter box, you're going to be looking for 2 points of contact on both sides. So 1, 2, 1, 2. That would make a putter box that you can punch through. But anyway, top 5 stocks right now are Circle, CRWV, USO, and Rocket Labs. I have some swings that we'll see if they work out, but all right, woof. Keep dropping those requests. What else have we got? If you're new here, by the way, I do not have any other profiles, and I will not fucking DM you at all, ever, for no reason. "24-hour time frame, punch back to the upside. Trend looks good. Channel good. 59, 76, $60 cost basis. Breakout over $66. Looks good. Put the squad will make me throw it up. All right. At Meta, Nvidia, Tesla day tomorrow. I don't like Tesla being in range though. Unless I could break that range, that'd be fire though. Disney. Oh my God, dude. I'd rather scrub my corneas with a steel brush dipped in lemon juice than trade Disney again. That's not too bad. Okay, it does have a punch back to the upside. All right, maybe. I was being a little dramatic. I take it back. All right. Anyway, 104.50, 104.45, 104.50, 105. Both of those being reasonable triggers for a target overhead of 107. Runner targets up at 108. Okay, just contact twice on both sides, and then what else? Oh, for the boxes? Sorry, I was like trying to figure out what you're talking about. Yeah, for the box, typically two taps or candle closes, points of contact on both sides. Not every consolidation will or sideways action will have that. But then from there, yeah, on the 24-hour time frame, you're going to use that box so that way it finds the 50% mark, and that is the concept behind finding the boxes. It's not that hard. Obviously, some charts are a little bit tougher, like well, no, this one's not that tough, but 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and then this one actually on that third wave gives us a breakdown. So looks like RTY just cleared its overhead. I would be expecting that one to possibly go and fucking fill its gap if it pushes over that 29.89. Gold Aquisa, what the fuck? Can you review the top 5 stocks, why you like them? If you watch my YouTube video tonight, I'll go over each and every one of them. It'll be uploaded as soon as I get off this live. Hold on 1 second. I mean, I think it's a reasonable so this has been a area, this is an important area for Home Depot, but I don't it is that one 350 area that I'd be looking for Home Depot to go to. Now, nothing about this setup is adherent to like what I do, so I'm gonna be honest with you on this one. This is just not a setup that I like. Um Especially with it already touching that 341, but if it can recover that, then I would be looking for a continuation to the upside. So yeah. Once that triggers, yeah, it looks good, bro. About do what he said now. Wait, what? SMR to the upside. Okay, so I'm not gonna lie to you. This one actually looks fucking pretty good. I mean, obviously, still a lot of work to do. Uh, yeah, still a lot of work to do, but this looks really nice. $14.25. I mean, listen, this looks really good. But what I can tell you, and I hope you guys can see this in this chart, but it is very, very, very clear as to where this is recovery would likely go. And then obviously the potential here through this punchback is to go all the way back up to $33. So I mean it does look really, really nice. And then one thing that I can derive from this is that there is a channel, ugh, right there. And that's another candidate for potential upside. All right. I think we can make some motherfucking money this week. I think that there are some opportunities, and then of course with the straight not being open, new things could get slippery again. Would you wait for the rejection and get it near the floor? Best entry on what, JJ? TikTok bleeps you? Yeah, in the shower and watching you. Yeah, thanks for that, Schmizriel. In general, I wait for the rejection. Yeah, I like to see the candle close. Can we talk about your skincare? My skincare, brother. I don't do. I mean, look how sleepy I look, dude. I don't do anything. I wash my face with Dr. Bronner's mint, which feels like I'm getting fucking ass, like the whole Antarctica ass blast right in my face. Which is nice. But then other than that, I don't really. Sun, good sun. Got to get good sun on your face. I ain't never ran from nothing but the police. Oh my god! Sorry. Doing a little bit of RTY right now. If you're watching this back in the future on YouTube, make sure to comment on this shit. Yo, this is fire. Now it's all going to be determined whether we gap fill on this open right there. Holy shit. Phew, boy. Do they have a resolution? Does Iran's got calls, dude. All right. All right, let's see what else we got. Entries are extremely important. Drop the soap on purpose. That's crazy. Top 5 swings this week. You guys try to extract that signals out of me, dude. Like, fucking, come on now. I already went over it though. It'll be on the YouTube video. How do you price the options when IV is really high? I don't. I don't. I don't trade high IV. Typically, I don't do that. That's like a. No way! Alex, you took that shit! Thank you, Jesus. Look at that shit, my boy. What kind of trader are you? I said, what kind of trader are you? What kind of trader? I'm a swing trader primarily. Also, come on, bro. Bull or bear options? I just trade the market, man. I don't get tied or married to any sort of bias or anything like that. Order field. Computer, make me which. Come on, computer. USO, OKTA, Rocket Lab. Been helping brother move. You been helping your brother move? You missed Circle and CRWV. I don't like OKTA. No, did I say I like that? Hold on, do I like that? Nah, I don't like that. Maybe, I don't know. That's see this sometimes I'm sometimes I get stuck in my ways. I'd have to look at the contracts. It does look okay. It wasn't that. All right, what else do we got? I don't know. It depends. What can consider to be high IV? I mean, some stocks carry up. They can have 100% high IV, and that'd be like super low for them. So it depends on the actual stock. Quick review on how to get the best entry near the floor. You're going to see an initial rejection, and then after that candle clears it, typically is a great place to get in. I'm in an A and B put. We shall see, because right now at least RTY is gap filling. I don't know about NQ. I'm assuming NQ is probably doing. Dude, if you should be up. Send another screenshot, Alex. But that was disgusting, dude. Yeah, this one's gonna go and touch that empty space. That was the whole move. So now it is going to be. It is up in the cards to potentially punch back and go rip ass all the way. If you guys are trading futures, all the way right there at 30. 39.31. Did I take profit on Elf long? No, brother. No, no. You will not hear me taking profit on Elf until 122 or even potentially 200. Imagine if Potter did give signals. The crazy thing is if you learn this shit, I kind of do. I mean, I kind of do. I tell you guys how I feel about every setup. I tell you guys where I would want to go long. I tell you guys where my targets are. That's a signal. I mean, to me, it is. From there, it then gives you the opportunity to actually capitalize on it. You know what I mean? So I just don't want people to join my Discord thinking that I just do that. You know what I mean? Anyway, all right, let's see what else we got. APP. Okay, so I mean that is reasonable. I mean, dude, this thing is nearing 3 weeks of consecutive dumpage. So, which doesn't mean anything, but well, it does typically when you're going to see a little bit of a slowdown. So, as you're nearing this consolidation, I would actually, I mean, this could be the only place because otherwise, so I'd say right now recover 470, 650, but more importantly to the upside, right? That would be over 425. Nearest entry would be around 500, 499.25. To the downside, however, that's a different story here because I don't even know if you. Yeah, this actually is it. This is it. APP underneath that, and I think you go back to 437.50 and maybe even beyond. BB BlackBerry play both sides. How does BlackBerry move on earnings? Dude, fuck Apple. I'm gonna be honest with you. This shit makes me want to gouge my eyes out, dude. It's got good empty space to the upside. So let me not disappoint you guys. I just not good for me. Anyway, that being said, again, everything is on your chart, right? Everything is on your chart, and I'm giving you the tools, guys, to be able to see this shit. Look at it, 50% of the range, $300.50. That's your clearance. There's your empty space. There's your first target. There's your second target. And this is where you could potentially rip dick all the way up into 313. However, it's going to be really important for you to stay above 296 and 295.60. I mean, it's not the end of the world. I think obviously 294.50 would be, but that could start the snowball effect to the downside. So that's right, Catherine. That's right. I wonder because CCL, while it does have a shit ton of empty space up to 41, and that is something you know worth considering. At the same time, it's approaching a fucking huge overhead resistance at $32, which you could consider maybe to already have been tapped close to. But with that being said, I don't know if it's going to be an announcement or news, but you're going to need something stronger than what you got right now to get you over 32.22 on the 24 hour, which ultimately I think, yes, could set this in motion. But what we're going to go ahead and come to a conclusion with is that we are in between two ranges. That's simple. You're beneath where you need to go and recover. Just watch that Eddie get fried 3 separate times trying to short NQ. Dude, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. You guys should go in there right now and fucking. He blocked me the other day because I told him that he's going to keep fucking losing. Then no matter what he does, he's going to keep fucking losing because he's an impulsive dude, and he uses a bullshit strategy, and he blocks me. Nah, you guys still got it. I was just joking, but like, dude, it's I gotta stop. I gotta stop trying to help people because like if once they're stuck with ICT, it's tough to peel them off of that shit, man. Eddie blocked me. Yeah, he blocked me. He blocked me the other night when I was trying to give him advice, and he was like, and it's so fucking funny, dude, because none of these dudes will make any videos about me, but a lot of them will. I know they talk shit because of the name of my strategy. They're like, nobody wants to learn the fucking Potter box strategy or some shit like that. The fuck out of here. If that's your only reason for not wanting to learn this shit, sorry. Um, ICT is hard as fuck, not gonna lie. It is hard as fuck, and it's stupid as fuck. It's a massive amount of information. There's no way Potter, I just scroll down to find that guy, and I see a kid I know from high school have a code. I'm gonna be on, dude. I just, yeah, I can't save everybody. That's just something I can't save everybody. I'm not going to until I acquire a bigger voice, which maybe that should be my goal. But yeah, this will be on YouTube. Can you explain a break of structure? Are you learning ICT concepts? I don't do ICT. That shit's bonkers. But this, what you're looking up here, should be a break of structure. This is structure where price oscillates in one range and then breaks it. Simple. A BOS. Empty space just got filled on RTY. Um, but as far as breaks of structures, like just IC, okay. The less I know about ICT, which I don't know shit except for a very few concepts, but I've never studied them. I just found them out, unfortunately, from being exposed to them. But I don't know any of that shit. I don't use order flow. And I would love for somebody to debate me and be like, okay, how the fuck did I take UNH to $410 without order flow over a series of 4 or 5 days? How'd I do that? That shouldn't be able to happen if I don't have order flow. Many questions that I had. That shit was a crazy trade. I know, but Supreet, how many times have you seen me do this? How many trades have you guys seen me take? 500 that you've seen the Discord take. PayPal was one of them. And I'm not doing shit. I take the trade, and this is the thing, is a lot of the pros will also tell you simple is better. I take the trade. I know what I'm looking for. I know where my target is. It gets hit. I get out. It goes sideways. It falls back. I fucking leave. Oh, dude, thank you for the money gun. You know what I mean? It's just, dude, you would talk shit too. You know what I mean? It's hard not to. It's hard not to. Yeah, whoever just signed up, make sure to send me a DM, and hopefully you got the workshop, you got the discount code. The Father's Day discount code goes away at 12 tonight, so if you were looking to grab it. All right. Anyway, snow. I think I went over that one, did I not? Yeah, dude, let's wait for the open on that one. Super Eat. Ask me again in the morning, okay? There's no point. I did go over it, so watch that back. But listen, IWM, no shit. Did you get out, Alex? I hope he did. Dude, if we reject at this overhead high again, that would be sick. But anyway, oh, why am I looking at RWM or RWM RTY? Yep, wick to wick, touch the wicks. Now Interesting. All right. Last call. Drop your requests. MST. All right. Thank you guys for the gifts. You guys know how to do that. I appreciate you so very much. You're between it. So this is a no signal, right? No signal. You are holding the floor or a floor, but you, however, have not recovered the floor that is directly up above you. Period, point blank, end of story. So until that is done, above 114, and once you then have 116, so you'd have a lot. You have a lot of work cut out for you. On the contrary, there is a gap to fill at 106. So I put money on Sweden not making out of the group stage. Stage. Oh, like, oh my god, that's fucking hilarious. Blackberry. Oh. All right, what do we got next? For earnings, right? All right, last earnings, nothing. Earnings before that, bullshit. Earnings before that, 6 to not even $7. Um, that earnings was a gap up from $6 to the high at 7.20. So I mean, you're getting maybe a dollar or two move out of this motherfucker. Um, so I'm gonna go ahead and let you know right now. This is not for me. Unless yeah, I'm not gonna say even unless. I just wouldn't. Period. End of story. Um, it, I mean, again, yeah, no variable other than if unless you have an outside variable that I don't know about. But I would say you have a price target of 890 and maybe 1775 in the next month or after that. PayPal price target $50 before 918. $50 price tag. So that's going to be dependent on whether or not this is a higher high, right? If this is actually where PayPal makes that higher high, creates that wider channel, and that's all going to be dependent on your ability to grab hold of said floor. You did try, you did fill up the majority of that empty space, and then you fail and fell. So with that being said, you got to recover the things that you lost, starting with point A at 42.47, and then fill that empty space overhead 43.75. And sure, there's a couple of triggers up there, but ultimately there is a $50 price target, but you got a lot of work to do. Let me borrow 5 bands. How about let me help you make 5 bands? You ever thought about that? You ever thought about that, my boy? Do you hear me, senpai? Oh, fire! Fire in here. What the fuck? Fire. What? God, that's a beautiful channel. You just gotta wait. You just gotta wait. You just gotta calm down. You ever just tell your girl to calm down? Same thing with stocks. You just gotta calm down. It works. It works. I don't know how, but it does. In fact, if your wife hasn't given you anything for Father's Day and she does, just act like you don't like it. And then when she gets upset, just tell her to calm down. I'm just kidding. Don't do that. You will die. I already went over Tesla. You're going to need to be above 406 to the upside. It does have great potential to hit that 425, but at the same time also has the potential to go back to 375. All right. Teach me, Senpai. ACN, Accenture, Accenture, Accenture. Yuck. What the fuck is this? All right. No, now it's the website is freezing. I'm trying to look to my left. What do you have near you? Okay, so this was an old floor, but not a significant enough floor for me to actually take it seriously. A year of risking it all because I've got nothing to lose but go to jail. Thanks. Just wanted to confirm. Hope Manny is doing well. Yeah, Manny's doing great. Manny's doing good, man. I just talked to him today. RID Marketing? Marketing agency. Hmm. Interesting. All right. Let's see here. I've heard that before. You have an MU call? I mean, everything was going well. This is going to be dependent on the market gapping up, but you do have a $1,250 target. Yeah, market. I bet your name sounds familiar. Oh, the wheels are turning. Roblox filled up the majority of the empty space. Still has some remainders at 54 and 54.89, but any sort of continuation based off of the 24-hour setup. Ugh. I think is really listen. This could be a really good short, guys. Just FYI, if you lose 48.29, but at the moment, I would say 54.80. I don't use at all-time highs. Yeah, sorry. Me no do that. Just popped in, but did you look at AI art or Costco? I was sent a some AI art by a member where they slapped big jugs on me. Uh, that was so much art, and I just love art. But no, other than that, no, no art for me, unless you meant AI. All right, 460 floor. First of all, okay, so Alta, I do like Alta. And this one hasn't found the floor that Elf has, so hopefully it's not par for the course here. But I would say that 442 is that next landing pad underneath you. Ooh, that looks not good, actually. That does not look good at all. I mean, that's the clearest overhead high in the world. It doesn't get any clearer than that. And then reclaiming, it's the same floor. Guys, it's the same floor every year. Look, 405 or 504, 5 or 501, 501, 501, 501, 501. Fucking set an alert there. Clearly that's of the utmost importance. 444.30 is another place for that to bounce. So I would be wanting to see how price responds to that. If you're looking for this to go to the upside, you've got a 2 hour box up above you with a floor of 465. That would be a good start. That would be a good start. Anything on the watch list? Circle, CRWV, USO. Obviously, I've got a little speculative QQQ position. We'll see if that works out. Um, That's about it. That's about it. There's oh, what else? A few other things. Yeah. Celsius was the other one. I want to keep my eyes on Celsius. A lot of C stocks today. All right. I did IBM already. Walmart. Ooh boy, that thing is. So I called a short on this one, and I still think that it is possible that you are running a channel, and I think that is likely going to give you a bounce. It might be off on that one, but I say 115.89 right there. 116. It'd be nice if you gap down. Honestly, I would set an alert there because if you do gap down, I would be trying to bounce that motherfucker personally. I'm sure this one's likely to gap up, right? I mean, if that wasn't that, I mean, we'll see. I don't know what the resolution is right now, so Radio Barry. I just got if you're in here, I just got your email. I don't have a mentorship. I don't mentor people. We work together all together as a group, which I prefer and I think is better. And then I mean, trading partner. That's that's honestly some people have that inside of the Discord, but anyway, with XOM, this floor at 145, I expect will likely get retested. It's got a great channel, but as of right now, the only I don't really see anything that's like bounce worthy other than the box or maybe a range. Yeah, range. So 139.75, punchback 141, and then you got a gap fill, and I would be looking to take it up. But it still looks like it could see a nice pop to the upside. So I mean I don't hate that one. Study room tonight. I think some of the dudes are getting in the study room tonight, guys. If you're inside of my main Discord, I think some of the dudes are. I might slide through there too as well. Run. All right, I'm gonna do two more, and then I'll see you guys in the morning. So don't. I'm sure whatever you're watching, write it down, and I'll take a look at it tomorrow morning. I wonder what happens overnight. I wonder if Israel makes any sort of like, oh, we pinky promise, then the market will rip ass again, and that's what that empty space on the ETFs that most of them left behind. I think that's what that is right there. So I run 1370 empty space. You've got a small wick at $14, but I personally $14 and 1432. Those are two halfway points where price, might end up just seeing, but ultimately it's going to be a trade over 1375 to 1460. So, all right, that's one. Um, Cisco punch down. Careful on that one, my boy. Careful on that one. I would first of all, I can see there is a possible channel at play here for show. There's empty space up there as well. And then I really don't even see the box in the same capacity I think that you're seeing it in. In fact, yeah, I would argue that this is actually more of a range and you're not even breaking through the 50% mark of that. Um, so yeah, with that being said, if you want to see any sort of continuation to the upside, that's 121 and 121.80. With empty space possibly leading all. I mean, this could be a great upside play. Ultimately, because I mean I see the price target of 121.81 and 122.39 being areas where price could really fly. Hey yo, midnight toker. That's all right, man. I'm sure I got more than my fair share of reports tonight. Ugh, my hair. My hair is going everywhere. All right. Where can I join groups Goon chart session? That's in my Discord. If I'm not a millionaire by 3 p.m. tomorrow, I'm reporting you. That's funny. That's funny. Blitz, I appreciate you, man. Thank you, dude. Or I don't know if you're dude. Oh, you said Protter, bro. I'm assuming, bro. Goon group session. What is at the top of that speaker? The cause? That guy? Yeah, I had to change that before I got on live because my daughter left one of the fucking hands out, just holding it one straight hand out. I was like, can't leave that like that, Ellie. What are you doing? Sandisk? I mean, when is it? It's fucking insane. I'm gonna be honest with you. In fucking insane. Can you play us a song with your guitar? I mean, I could. I'm not gonna do that right now. I don't know, like songs. Like I could never take request, but we could jam. I love jamming. Sing us a bedtime story. Go to fuck to sleep. Bounce back. What are we talking about in there? Oh, ooh. Yeah, them shorts ain't working out there at all. Hopefully we rip ass, honestly. Did we get news? Did we? Does anybody know if we got news when it bounced and reversed like that? The strait is open for now? Oh shit. I didn't get a tweet. Walter's asleep on since yesterday. I didn't know. Trump said he would take over Iran Hormuz with diplomacy. Fails. Holy shit. I mean, I'll get a run now. Oh my god, I love this shirt. Thank you, Hot Mike. Hot Mike. That just made me think of a traumatizing memory. One, once upon a time. Taco mouth will sabotage it. We'll see. We'll see. Oh, that's right. And oh no. The box worked. Show no. Sanctions are waived. Iran says Hormuz is closed. You just said it was open. Oh my god. Did that just happen? They're waived. Oh, okay. All right. Israel doesn't want peace, they want land. Oh, dude, you're preaching to the choir. I know. Trust me, that's all they want. Yeah, exactly. Hey, Greg, yeah, happy Sunday. Yeah, I'm looking to see if the RTY is going to keep going up. Grand opening, grand closing. Yeah, don't get them started. Yeah, please don't. UNH about 600. Another week of war being over and everything. I mean, honestly, dude, I think UNH is gonna go hit 384. Actually, I might write that down. I might take that up for a little. You know what I'm saying? A little bit of. All right, laddies, ladettes, lassies. I don't fucking know. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up. It's 9:30. It's night time. Everybody needs to go night. Make sure you don't wear your outside clothes in your bed. Make sure you make your bed and then put a blanket on top of it and then lay on top of your made bed so you don't have to make your bed in the morning. Sleep nude. I'm gonna sleep in a fucking turtleneck now. Lift to the upside. Might get lifted in the nuts. Man, I want to say it looks good, but I just don't want anybody to get hurt. This looks like another fucking stupid news. It's gonna have news, and it's gonna go, pop, and it's gonna go fucking hit 1585 and then kill you. So, all right, guys, I'm out. Y'all have a good night. I'm gonna go ahead and hit the hay, get some food, but I'll see you guys around 8 o'clock. If I wake up earlier, I'll let you guys know. Remember, act like you guys have been here before and stay chill. All right. If it's not, if you don't have a good watch list tomorrow, show up and just watch and keep looking. All right. If you guys have a study group, I might hop in there. And again, that Father's Day discount is gone tonight or whenever Ivy takes it down after 12. So I'll see you guys night.